your latest release, and I really dug it, so I had to get you on the show. So we're going to jump right into it real quick here, because like I said, we got started a little late, and I want to make sure we have time to do some live tunes. Real quick, you're not, Crescent Hill Radio plays local and regional original music, and you're currently living in the area, but you're not originally from here. Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Seattle.
Okay.
With my Seahawks.
Okay. Go Seahawks.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I was born in California, Huntington Beach to be exact, and I was there until I was 9, and then grew up in a suburb of Seattle called Bellevue.
Okay.
From there, I went to school in Utah, and I got married kind of young at 21, and me and my husband have just kind of been nomads. We've traveled around Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Ohio, and all sorts of areas, and now we're here.
Well, I'm interested. What brought you to the Louisville area?
So it's actually my husband's job. He works for GE.
Gotcha.
And we're here just for a short time, and we're so happy with it.
It just so happens Louisville happens to have a great local music community. So I think it might have been. I was talking with Selby about how things happen for a reason. Maybe maybe that's the case. You know what?
So.
Let's kick off the show with a live song. What do you want to play for us?
I think I'd like to start with the title of my album. It's called Refinement.
Okay. And
I wrote this song about a year ago, and it was kind of what started this whole album to happening. And it means a lot to me. It's about how, kind of going through the refiner's fire.
All right, Refinement, Steph Hartman.
After all's been collected, the gold and the fools, I'll turn on the furnace and drift for a while. The metals I gathered, the pieces they melt, and it feels like a day when standing by the flame. I walk by the light and I feel the heat tell. My soul is a longer refinement thread.
Steph Hartman, Refinement. That is a beautiful song. Beautiful
Yeah,
song.
thank you so much.
You've got what did you go to school for? Have you studied, voice?
Yeah, I actually teach voice here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I do. But
You want to give a plug? That's fine with me if you want to.
Sure. You can find my contact information on my webpage, stephhartman.com, if you're interested at all for any voice lessons. But I went to school for business.
Okay.
I was part of a media music program for about 2 years, and I continued to do voice training through my whole time at BYU, where I went to school.
Right.
And I just fell in love with everything related to songwriting.
You have such control of your voice. It's
you.
amazing. Let's again. We're doing the abbreviated version here. We're going to have you back, and when you.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Again, we won't go into detail, but you had some problems getting the studio, and then to add insult to injury, you got stopped by a train. It's just one of those days. And and is the weather getting bad out there yet?
It is. Yeah, there's some lightning.
Okay, so you guys check out your local news channels and be aware of the weather. Real quick, let's talk. I like to talk to the live guests I have about their musical influences. But before I do that, who does Steph Hartman listen to when she just wants to enjoy music?
Oh my gosh. Well, what am I playing right now? I'm kind of in the past and a little bit in the present. I've been listening to Lorde a lot. Her CD is just like really speaking to me right now, and I guess a lot of the times in my free time when I'm listening, I'm working out. So she's just really rocking it for me, and I just cannot get over the fact that she's 16.
Right.
But outside of that, I love the Decemberists, all their stuff through the whole year. As I've never gotten sick of that man's voice. Love Ben Gibbard on all of his works that he does, from Death Cab to Cutie and the Postal Service.
Right.
The Lumineers. I do like Mumford and Sons. I just kind of stay in that folk genre, except for the occasional time where I'm going into electronic.
Well, let's talk about your influences. Is that kind of along the same lines, or?
Definitely. I think I was really interested in songwriting when I first heard of Feist.
Okay.
I just loved all of the fun, dancey music videos that she made, and I just kind of started getting into it because I wanted to be her.
Right.
And I've just kind of followed her throughout my life, and I think that's kind of where my influences come from, and that's kind of what got me into songwriting.
Sure. Well, good deal. Well, you know what? We're going to play a cut off your album, Refinement, and I believe Never Let You Go. Is that the one we want to?
Yeah.
What
definitely.
can you tell us about this song?
So this one is actually the oldest song on my CD, the oldest one for writing purposes. I wrote it in 2008, so quite a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it really has just been this incredible collaboration. I wrote it for my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time.
Right.
And I sang it at my wedding, and I had a voice student when I was living in Cleveland, and he was a awesome guitar player, and he actually plays the solo guitar on this, and it just kind of turned into this amazing production of a song.
All right.